What's up, guys? It's KB. Make sure you subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Click the bell icon down below so you don't miss a single video from us. And thanks for tuning in to another video from Underground Sports Philadelphia. Now let's get into it.
Philadelphia, baby, you're going to love it. Best sports fans in the world. Actually, the worst, but that's what makes them the best.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome into episode number 579 of Underground Sports Philadelphia, presented by the Red and Gray. What is going on, everybody? Welcome into episode number 579 of Underground Sports Philadelphia, presented by the City of Vineland. It's KB coming at you post-victory as the Eagles in the Kelly Greens take down the Miami Dolphins 31-17. Going to talk all things Eagles on this episode, and then Matt and I will pick things back up with the Phils and everything in between. I know we've been a little delayed on getting episodes out, just been a crazy schedule, and you gotta make do with what you can and trying to make everything work. But apologies for the delay in episodes. But Eagles come out on top over the Dolphins. I'll talk everything about the game, how I'm feeling about the team heading into my birthday as the next game that the Eagles play. I will be in a new decade, a new era. Shout out Taylor Swift of my own. So let's get into it. But before we get started, make sure you guys are following us on the socials at Underground PHI, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Facebook.com/UndergroundSportsPHI, Twitch.tv/UndergroundSportsPHI. You can follow me on Twitter at KBIZZL311. Follow Matt at Matt Castorina. Subscribe to the podcast feed on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Leave a 5-star rating and review. Goes a long way for helping this show continue to grow. It really does help. So go subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And, of course, subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel, youtube.com/@UndergroundSportsPhiladelphia. That's where you get full video episodes of this show every single week. Twice a week, you get full video episodes of every show on our network, clips, live streams, shorts, original video content. It's all on our YouTube channel. So go subscribe. We're at 617 subscribers, looking to get to 700, hopefully before Thanksgiving. That'd be awesome. And, of course, trying to get to 1,000, which if we can get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2023, that would be impeccable. So go subscribe, youtube.com/@UndergroundSportsPhiladelphia. And, of course, this show is presented by the City of Vineland, and the City of Vineland Municipal Calendar features city-organized, city-sponsored, and city-affiliated events that are of public interest. The calendar, which is accessible at vinelandcity.org, is a good way for residents and visitors to build awareness, remain engaged with city government, and participate in local events. You can also follow the City of Vineland on social media via their Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube pages, and through these tools you can stay connected to the community and get important announcements about programs and services offered by the city. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season. And big thank you to Security 21 Security Systems and Paul J. Gillespie Incorporated for their continued support of this podcast. The Birds are flying high. Sunday night football victory over the Miami Dolphins. It's brought to you by our awesome merch partners at PHI Apparel Company. Get your Philly Dog shirts. I got it on right now if you're watching on YouTube. It is one of the coolest shirts I own, and I'm not just saying that because I designed it. PHI Apparel Company, we've been with them for almost a year as of this recording. Our anniversary of them being our merch partners is coming up, which is awesome. We love PHI Apparel Company. They are the best merch partners in the game. And with their unique designs for all, there's no doubt in our minds and in their minds, you'll stand out in the crowd when you're going to the Link, when you're going to Citizens Bank Park, the Wells Fargo Center, Subaru Park. The list goes on and on. Go to phiapparel.co, use code underground, and you get 10% off any and all merch orders. It's the most effective and direct way to support everything we're doing here at Underground Sports Philadelphia. So go to phiapparel.co, use code underground for 10% off your orders, and get your Underground Sports Philadelphia podcast merch as well. We're working on some awesome stuff for Black Friday coming up, which is crazy that Black Friday is almost like a month away. So get ready. Let's rock and roll. The Birds win 31-17. Jalen Hurts, 23 of 31 for 279 yards and a touchdown. DeAndre Swift ran for 62 yards. Kenneth Gainwell got a touchdown for the first time this year. A.J. Brown just continues to dominate and is in pantheons that only Calvin Johnson is in. Another 125-plus yard receiving game for A.J. Brown. 10 catches, 137 yards and a touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 5 catches, 77 yards and a touchdown on National Tight Ends Day. Devontae Smith, 4 catches for 49 yards. My only issue here is I would love to see Devontae be getting more involved in the offense. Julio Jones made his debut, which is crazy that Julio Jones is an Eagle. And, you know, the team did what they had to do offensively, and then on the defensive side of things, they came to play, you know. Darius Slay with an interception at a big moment in the game. Pardon me. Was huge for this team. Nolan Smith gets his first career sack. Fletcher Cox had a half a sack in this one. Josh Sweat had 2 sacks in this game, and Jordan Davis picked up the other half sack to match up with Fletch. But contributing across the board, Hassan Reddick had 4 tackles in this game. Terrell Edmonds had 8 tackles to lead the team. Sidney Brown had 2 tackles in his return. Just a great team effort and team performance in this game, 31-17, shutting down that Dolphins offense, who has been able to run rampant on teams all season long. They held Raheem Mostert to 45 yards rushing. That's crazy. They held Tua to 216 yards passing, just 1 touchdown to Tyreek Hill, which is, you know, you'll take that. If you're holding a team to 1 touchdown offensively, I mean, I'm doing that every day of the week. Especially this Dolphins team, who is very, very talented. It's not to take away that the Dolphins aren't a talented team. The Eagles just got the best of them and were able to outmatch them and outperform them in almost every single facet, which is really cool to witness how well they played from a defensive standpoint, to witness the offense outside of the red zone that I still have issues with. Early on in this game, you know, running a QB draw on 3rd and goal is asinine. So that was annoying. But overall, the offense was very, very good, very, very strong. Put up 31 points. There, you know, the Kelly Green uniform game, you couldn't lose that one if you wanted to continue wearing them. It was. I do have to say it is nice that, like, the build up now of the Kelly Green week is over, because my God, it's a cool jersey, guys. It's a really cool jersey. Okay, it looks good. I admitted that when I saw them when they first revealed them. They look good on the players. But my God, you guys need to shut the fuck up about these Kelly Green jerseys. And I said this when they came out. I was wearing this exact hat. I wouldn't have the merch and the stuff if I didn't think it looked cool. It looks cool. But the way you guys slobber and drool and just, like, become rabid animals over Kelly Green is crazy. It's crazy. You can't tell me it's not crazy. You act like feral animals when it comes to Kelly Green. I just truly don't get it. And the people talking about, oh, let's change the jerseys permanently, like Rob McElhaney. I love you, man. I would love to have you on this podcast sometime. Can I call you Rob? Let's have a catch. Him tweeting out that the Eagles need to change the jerseys permanently to Kelly Green and everybody can sign his petition by liking his tweet. That is crazy. The thing about the Kelly Green is that it is not the permanent thing. That is why you all like it. It is illustrious and it is limited in its usage, and that is why you like it. It's nostalgia, sure. And it would not be as cool as you think it is if the Eagles wore it every single week. It would lose the mystique. It would lose the luster that it has. I tweeted and people were crucifying me. Shout out to my boy Dan. My boy Newbie Talks. Open mic. I told him, open mic to come on the show. It's midnight green and the black jerseys are the best that the Eagles have, followed by Kelly green, and then there's a layer of hell, and then the white jerseys that the Eagles have. That is the true breakdown. I'm sorry. The black uniforms that the Eagles wear, not only do they look fucking awesome, and I feel like a broken record talking about this jersey shit all over again, but the blackout uniform has a much bigger big game feel than the Kelly Greens will ever have. Kelly Green is like, oh, it's like your high school reunion. Blackout uniform is like big game feel. There's no way to dice it up differently. I'm sorry to break your heart. I'm sorry to break this news to everybody, but that's just what it is. But great performance by the Eagles. I think this is their best win of the season so far. And to be able to go out and beat a team like the Miami Dolphins, who a lot of people have Super Bowl aspirations for, who a lot of people were talking about was the best offense in football coming into this game. A lot of people didn't know if the Eagles could handle what the Dolphins would be throwing at them with the injuries that we have on defense. I thought the Eagles did an impeccable job. I think Sean Desai is unbelievable, and I saw a tweet. It's like, imagine if we had Shane Steichen and Sean Desai together instead of Jonathan Gannon last year. Like, we probably win a Super Bowl. It's crazy to just think about how good and consistently good this team is, and it all starts with, obviously building this team with Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie, but how good of a coaching job Nick Sirianni does every single week. And to keep these guys composed, to never quit, and this team just continues to produce week in and week out, and it's really fucking cool to watch everything happen and matriculate, and I'm stoked, man. I'm stoked about how good this team is and just where they can go now, because this gauntlet that this Eagles team has that we talked about once the schedule came out was one of those things that a lot of people were worried about and were concerned that this gauntlet schedule the Eagles had that started with the Dolphins, and then you have the Commanders on the road, the Cowboys, then your bye week, and then the Chiefs, Bills, 49ers, Cowboys, and then the Seahawks, was going to be tough. And sure, it's still a tough schedule nonetheless. But you look at it now, you beat the Dolphins handily. You held them to 10 points offensively. You have the Commanders, who you beat already this season. Now you got to go to their house and beat them again, and I swear you better beat them on my birthday, boys. Then you have Cowboys coming into town. Cowboys haven't really impressed me one way or the other. And then after the bye week, you have the Chiefs in Kansas City, Super Bowl rematch. That's going to be a very fun game leading into Thanksgiving. Monday Night Football, nonetheless. And then the following Sunday, you have the ultimate tailgate extravaganza, Bills-Eagles, 425 at the Link. The Bills don't look that great. They're struggling all over the place and losing games they shouldn't lose. They just lost to the Patriots. So there's that. And then the 49ers, who have lost games. They look human. Who would have thought? Brock Purdy, injured. Looks like he got a concussion. Hopefully he's going to be okay. You don't wish injury on anybody. But now you got Sam Darnold as your quarterback because you traded Trey Lance to the Cowboys. And then you have the Cowboys Sunday Night Football in Jerry World. And then you're at Seattle. Eagles Giants Christmas Day. Eagles Cardinals New Year's Eve. And then you're rocking and rolling. We're in the latter half of the schedule now. It's crazy to think about how quickly this NFL season is flying, but I'm not terribly concerned about this gauntlet stretch right now. The Chiefs game is going to be the toughest one. Chiefs and the Eagles have the same record. Chiefs playing very good football. They're doing their thing. They win football games. We'll see how that game plays out. It's a big test for this Eagles team to go on the road in a hostile environment like Kansas City. So we'll see how that plays out. But you also have to take care of the Commanders and the Cowboys. Win your divisional games. Those are way more important in my book than the Chiefs game. Would it be nice to beat the Chiefs? Absolutely. Is it a absolute need? Not exactly. This episode of Underground Sports Philadelphia is brought to you by our awesome pals over at FOCO. FOCO, Forever Collectibles, baby. That's what it stands for, and their passion for passionate fans has never changed since their journey began all the way back in 1998. They've always been a community of fans with a shared goal of helping people let their inner fan shine like a beacon of awesome. FOCO is a leading manufacturer of sports and entertainment merchandise with a product line that includes apparel, accessories, toys, collectibles, novelty items, and more. With major sports and entertainment licenses at their disposal, along with a powerful infrastructure, a dedicated team, and a broad variety of products, their company is reaching new heights every day. FOCO's success is directly related to their ability to bring new and exciting designs, ideas, and manufacturing techniques to categories in need of innovation. They're constantly searching for dedicated and driven professionals to join and help grow their team. And that's why they partner with Underground Sports Philadelphia. You guys saw me all postseason long rocking the Phillies overalls. You saw me wearing them on the show. FOCO has been nothing but awesome to us. We love being part of the FOCO fam. So if you guys want to get your overalls still, if you missed out on them, but still want to get them for next season, if you want to get any awesome collectibles from MLB, NFL, NBA, NHL, your classic 90s cartoons from Nickelodeon, WWE, the whole 9 yards, they've got awesome stuff, including their ever so amazing. Like, it leaves me speechless how cool the bobbleheads they have are. Click the link in the description. Go to foco.com, visiting the link in our description to get your forever collectibles today. Shout out to FOCO for letting Underground Sports Philadelphia be a part of the FOCO fam. So yeah, I mean, this Eagles team is poised for success. They're 6-1. I feel really good about them. And then, I'm recording this the day after the game, but Howie Roseman goes out and does Howie things and goes and trades for Kevin Byard. It's brought to you by our pals over at Kenwood Beer. Kenwood Beer, the official beer partner of Underground Sports Philadelphia. It's a refreshing light beer, just 4.1% ABV, 120 calories, 8 grams of carbs. Go to kenwoodbeer.com, use the Kenny Finder to see who's got Kenwood Beer on tap in the Pennsylvania area, meaning Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, New Jersey, and Maryland areas. You must be 21 or older to do so, and they just released new Kelly Green merch that you can get in their store. Please drink responsibly. Shout out to Kenwood Beer, our official beer partners. Kevin Byard is an Eagle. Terrell Edmonds and a couple of draft picks going to the Titans in exchange for the man known as the Mayor, Kevin Byard. He's a Philadelphia native, born in West Philadelphia. Just a couple months older than me, just turned 30 in August. And he's been with the Titans since 2016. He's best friends with A.J. Brown. He's a two-time first-team All-Pro in 2017, 2021, Pro Bowler in those years, co-leader in NFL interceptions in 2017. Our safety room is now both Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders with Byard and Reed Blankenship. Looking at his stats so far this year, he's played in 6 games, 47 combined tackles, 30 of them solo. No interceptions yet this season, but that's fine because your interception total, Kevin Byard, doesn't start until you're in an Eagles uniform. He has 1 fumble recovery this year as well. He's got 27 career interceptions. He had 4 last year with the Titans, 5 in 2021. I think this is a great pickup for the Eagles. It's going to really elevate what this defense can do. Kevin Byard is an elite safety. He's the mayor, and the mayor is in town. The mayor has been elected, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited about Kevin Byard. I think he's a guy that's been linked to the Eagles for quite some time, dating back to the offseason, and he's the first player in Titans franchise history to record 5 interceptions in a 2-game span, and he has the longest touchdown pass by a defensive player in the Super Bowl era. He passed a 66-yard touchdown in his career. I'm a huge fan. I think he's going to fit in well. Obviously, being from here elevates it that much more, and I'm sure he's excited to put on the midnight green. That's right, the midnight green. I think that he's going to elevate this defense, and he's 30 years old. It's really his, he's 29 basically. That's how I look at it, Kevin. You and I are the same, man. I think he's got a chance to really help this defense do some fun things that they haven't been able to do, where Reed Blankenship has been operating really as your A safety, and Terrell Edmunds was kind of the B safety and kind of the fill-in guy there. I think Kevin Byard, you can also extend him in the offseason, give him a 2-3 year contract, and let him finish out his career in his hometown. And you'll have, your next core safety duo like you had with Brian Dawkins, Michael Lewis, like you had with Malcolm Jenkins and Rodney McLeod. And now you could have it with Reed Blankenship and Kevin Byard, and I think that's really cool. Kevin Byard talked about how he and Reed Blankenship worked out together in the offseason, so he's kind of familiar with his game. And I'm really excited to see what Kevin Byard brings to this Eagles team. I'm excited for him to suit up for the Eagles this week. It sucks that you had to trade Terrell Edmunds. I felt like he fit in really well here. But, that's business. And if you can get a guy like Kevin Byard for Terrell Edmunds and 2 low-end draft picks, you do that every single day of the week. I wish Terrell Edmunds nothing but the best in Tennessee. And we'll see what Kevin Byard can bring to this defense. But welcome to Philadelphia. Welcome home to the people's mayor, Kevin Byard. Would love to have you on the show, man. Let's make that happen. And let's go Birds. Big win for the Birds over the Dolphins. Commanders up next. Next time we're talking after a Birds game, I'll be 30 years old. It's crazy. It's crazy. So hopefully the Birds get a birthday win for your boy. Let's manifest that. That's all I got for you guys. Make sure you're following us on the socials at Underground PHI, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Facebook.com/UndergroundSportsPHI, Twitch.tv/UndergroundSportsPHI. You can follow me on Twitter at KBIZZL311. Subscribe to the podcast feed, Apple, Spotify. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@UndergroundSportsPhiladelphia. Get your merch, phiapparel.co, code Underground for 10% off your orders. And, of course, this show is presented by the City of Vineland. And whether you're a company looking to expand, relocate, or you're a new business startup, selecting the right location is critical to your success. Vineland, New Jersey offers both an affordable business location and an excellent quality of life. The city's economic development department is a one-stop source for moving your project through the development and approval process, and their goal is to make this process as smooth as possible and to provide the fastest turnaround times in the region. If you are considering potential locations for your operation, contact the Vineland Economic Development Team at 856-794-4100. That's 856-794-4100. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing. Season and big thank you to Security 21 Security Systems and Paul J. Gillespie Incorporated for their continued support of this podcast. It's been episode number 579 of Underground Sports Philadelphia, a little Eagles reactionary show for you, and thankfully we waited because Kevin Byard's an Eagle. Let's go, Phils. Let's get this shit done, boys. I'm your boy KB. We'll talk to you Wednesday night, hopefully talking about a Phils win, hopefully. But until then, I'm getting the heck up out of here, and I am signing off. Peace.